We're happy to be here, man. This is a great episode of NXT tonight.
Are you serious?
You're lying.
This is a joke. You're trying to get me here. This is you trying to fool me like that one time that I tricked you about Jada.
No.
Don't lie to me, Chin. I see right through you. I can see it. Don't lie to me.
This was episode of the year, Denise. What do you mean?
Get out of here. I know you're lying. You can't fool me, Chin. You can't fool me.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, y'all. Is this Denise serving face tonight? Wait a minute. Okay. I see. Look, okay. We see it. You know what I'm saying? Let them know.
Good try, Chin. Bless your cotton socks. All right. You tried, but it didn't work, okay? It didn't work, all right?
Yeah.
But today's episode of NXT Gold Rush, there were some things that went down that I did not love on this show. Now, I don't even know where to begin. I think I'm going to start with the thing. Well, first of all, Chin, I hope you're doing good. How are you? By the way, why the hell are we dressed like twins today?
I don't know. I thought this is a white cream kind of day where this is good vibe, good energy, man. Great minds think alike. That's what I feel. So this is good color. And I've been great. You know, it's always a great time to be out here with the DW and homie Salcedo watching NXT. This episode of Gold Rush, however, I mean, it felt like a bronze rush a little bit, silver rush a bit, not really gold.
No. So I want to start off with the thing that drove me up a wall. Now, I have a lot of patience for things. And when certain things don't go a certain way, I'm usually like, all right, let me see what the pros of this are. Like, what's the positive side? What am I not seeing here? And there are a few times where things happen and I just think to myself, why? Why would you do this? And I like to follow storylines. I like to follow them closely. I like to follow the threads and see where they take me and where we're going. And does it make sense based on where we've been, what we've seen, and where we might be headed? And anyways, I had been saying that I'm trying to get my words out here. You know, I'm trying to be polite. I'm trying to be politically correct.
I know.
But Chinedu, they had Dark State defeat Leon Slater and Javon Evans. You hear the words that just came out of my mouth. How and why? Chinedu, I'm so upset about this because here's the thing. I go back to TNA Bound for Glory and how mad I was the second that we saw Javon's match with Leon get screwed. That was going to be a match of the year, and it got screwed with the involvement of Dark State. And I had finally gotten over that. I had gotten over it, and I thought, you know what? At least the bright side is Javon and Leon, they're going for the tag titles if this is where they were headed. All right, cool. They're going to become champions. They're going to light up the NXT tag team division. They're the kind of guys that you'll see probably pop in, have a couple of matches on SmackDown. Maybe they'll pop in, have a couple of matches on TNA, defending the titles, and that shit's going to be lit. And that's what I was thinking. That's the ticket that I purchased. That was the train that I was on. And suddenly, we're watching this match and I'm starting to realize, hey, these pieces to the puzzle are they're fitting a totally different way. We're making a different image here. And that image that we made was Dark State retaining. Oh, the pain, the madness. So you're telling me that they ruined Javon versus Leon so that they could make this tag team match so that Dark State could defeat Javon and Leon? What?
Yeah.
Take it away, Chin. I have no words.
I gotta say, this was like watching the Putty Patrol beat up the White and Green Ranger. It's like that doesn't happen on Power Rangers. How does this happen? It's like the Goop Troop won. Respectfully, Dark State, but yeah, y'all are the job squad. And we had discussed last week about how exciting it would be to have Javon Evans and Leon as a tag team because I was just getting over my sadness of Javon not dethroning Obafemi as NXT champion because, in my opinion, that was supposed to be his destiny on NXT. They didn't do that. Okay, fine. Leon Slater, that could be fun. We even discussed a match between them and Fraxium. That would be amazing on SmackDown. And so I'm thinking about these great matches they could have. Even one against Finn and JD would be great. That would be great too. Let them go at it. but then they lose. And I think it made worse is that like I had to sit through like that young guy promo last week where that yo check it, yo check it, yo check it. Yeah, I sat through that, and they didn't win this match, and then he lost to Gunther last night. So what are we doing here? What happened? What's going on here? I didn't like it at all. I thought, if anything, I would have preferred Leon Slater to turn on Javon. If anything, I would have accepted that rather than them just losing to Dark State, because I don't even know where Dark State goes from here with those tag titles. I don't know of any tag teams to feud with. I think Hank and Tank are at another promotion right now. Aren't they?
They are.
So that's like the next tag team that I know of besides them, and I don't really know of anybody else on the tag team division right now. I know OTM is there somewhere. You know, I know the guys. I know the Nigerian guys that are with Wesley. I know they're there somewhere, but nothing of prominence. And yeah, I felt this was a bad move. I felt this could have been a great chance to do something with those tag titles, and but now it's just gonna just languish on with Dark State. This was a bummer.
And I think the reason why they did it, well, one, they're really trying to make Dark State work. Like they're doing and I got to give kudos to NXT for that, because I will give them kudos for that. They are doing everything in their power to make Dark State stick. But it's just not sticking. Maybe it's stuck for a couple of people, but for the majority, I don't know about that. So they're trying. Now, here's the thing. Leon and Javon, they have incredibly bright futures. We know that. They lose nothing from this. Their careers are going to go on just fine. Whereas like Dark State, well, it's like teeter-totter. We don't know what their careers are going to look like in 6 months, a year, et cetera, et cetera. So I feel like that is why NXT decided to be like, you know what, we got to help these guys. Like we got to give them all we can, you know, like this is the focus where we got to give them everything we need, right? But at the same time, when you're a fan and you're watching, like I get it from like a business standpoint, but from a fan perspective, I'm like, no, I want to see my favorites get the win. I want to see the guys who are exciting. I want to see the ones that are going to deliver a certain match caliber that I want to watch on weekly television. So again, I get why they did it from like a business side of things, but as a fan, I wasn't in love with it.
Absolutely. Like if they would have started Dark State off with the vignette they showed about 2 months ago, showing them from LFG how they were discarded, disrespected. If they would have started them with that, it would have made a lot more sense as to why they're here. But they kind of just pulled up for months, not really a reason or a threat, and then they added that in, and it was just it's a little too late. But like I said, they're gonna make it work. I will suspend it again. I'll get into it. Okay, Dark State, we're a threat. Let's see what we do. Okay, y'all beat Javon and Leon, so you have to do something. I need to see something come from this because again, they don't lose anything. But as like fans of those two, I don't want to see them lose to the Putty Patrol. So I need them to really make something good of this.
Yeah, man. So we'll see what happens now moving forward with Leon and Javon. Whether or not they get another shot at the titles, we'll see. But I'm kind of feeling just a little bit on the downside today. But I also think that that's the reaction that they might want. They want to get people, feeling the feelings, right? And right now, I'm feeling the feelings.
I agree. Like I'm feeling down right now. I think the only thing that could probably get us up is some Blue Chew. Use Blue Chew, guys. Promo code Denise, guys. Just throw that in there real quick, though, in case I missed that Blue Chew read real quick, guys. Blue Chew, guys. Promo code Denise. Go ahead and if you're down, get up real quick, man. Blue Chew. You know what I mean? Shout out to Blue Chew. Promo code Denise. Anyway, just throw it in there. Just throw it in there. Just throw that in there.
We got David Primero here who says the news were right about WWE spoiling Jacy's win. All right, well, I guess they didn't need to spoil it because last week I sat here on the stream and people were even telling me, Denise, don't put that out there. And I was like, do not shoot the messenger, guys. But I have a big feeling in my gut that Jacy Jayne is taking back this title. There were a couple of things that made me think that. One was the announcement of NXT talent appearing on Saturday night's main event for John Cena's final night. I don't know why, but when I heard that, I was like, and then when I heard that, and then I saw that they made this rematch, I thought, all right, they're going to want Jacy instead of like maybe Tatum representing for the NXT Women's Championship. So I don't know. That's kind of how I saw that. For whatever reason, that was the connection that I made that made me expect Jacy to win here tonight. We've all known that this whole story at some point Izzy was going to turn on Tatum. Everyone knew it. We even joked about how this was the most obvious turn that was coming in the history of obvious turns. And it ended up happening in this match, which allowed Jacy Jayne to get the victory here. Not surprised whatsoever. I guess I'm a little bit just like down about it because I was kind of feeling like we got enough of what we could get with it, and I was ready to move on. And as a Tatum Paxley fan, I say this all the time. She leaves you wanting more, and I wanted to see what more we could possibly get from this championship run. But yeah, I mean, after the title changed hands, like the crowd was kind of like, oh, okay. Like there was this like, we had already came back, like it was back to back, like the tag team match and then this match were back to back. So I felt like already some of the air had been sucked out of the building because like even I started to kind of like lose interest and I had to like pick myself back up to pay attention. And then we saw this and I'm like, oh, okay, like we did back to back decisions that weren't necessarily so popular amongst the majority of fans.
Yeah, I hate the I will say first thing first. I did call it. I did predict this last week though. I was like, I don't want to see it happen, but I do see her getting that title back, and that is what happened. Because of how I felt they booked these two, they booked Jacy a lot stronger than they booked Tatum in this though. Like she's hasn't to me been booked as a serious champion. I mean, she's literally was getting played by old girl from the jump, and like it's like she couldn't see it at all. She had some great matches. The match low was great, but I did see this being a very, very short reign. I felt she won it because it was Halloween Havoc. Great time for her, someone like her character to win it. It was good time to something shocking. But Jacy Jayne's character, I feel, between the two, her heel heat would be better served with the championship though, because she's going to carry on as a heel champion, a dickhead champion that we don't want to see win with her stable. And it's looking like they probably might all end up winning gold too, the way she predicted. So if she won this tonight, I'm seeing Fallon Henley win that speed title, and can't remember her name right now, escapes me right now, but the new girl, Lainey Reed, see her winning the Evolve title. So yeah, that looks like that's probably gonna be happening, guys. I know.
This is our most depressing episode ever. We're just here like, hey, hi, NXT happened.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, just to ignite Chin even more, where is Jada Parker?
What's a pin? I need a pin.
Have we kept track of the last time we saw Jada on the show? By the way, I suggested this on during the live stream that we were doing the watch along for. I suggested the idea of opposite day on this podcast, Chinedu, because everybody that we're like, oh, we want this person to win. Oh, we want to see this person. Oh, those are the people we don't end up seeing.
At all. Like, I have no idea. I think the last time we've seen Jada, I think that was when she like threw out Kalani's stuff out the locker room, and that was like a segment, like a part of it. She was a part of the segment.
Remember that.
Yeah, I think that was the last time, and that was a part of a segment to advance the storyline. She's not even in. Like, so.
Oh man, bro.
I don't know what's going on. I just saw her IG. She was promoting NXT MCW. All the comments are like, "Are you gonna be on there? Are you there? What's going on?" So I don't know, man. I don't like not having Jada on here again. She's one of my favorite stars on the show. When she's not on the show, that's an automatic strike for me. So I mean, we was already starting off bad with this. So no Jada on the show is already a negative for me. So that's just what.
Don't worry, we're gonna do opposite day. I love Dark State. Dark State is great. Keep pushing them.
Absolutely. To the moon. Please.
We got Jay Stone here who says, I'm convinced Dark State got like damaging emails or something on management because how they keep getting away with this. They got the nudes. They know where the dead bodies are at. I don't know what else to say.
I don't know what it is, man. It's like, they must have caught Shawn Michaels looking up hairline recipes. Like, it's okay, Shawn. If you try and don't let them shame you into that. Okay, I'm trying to get mine back too. Don't let them shame you. Don't let them do that to you, Shawn. Don't let them shame you in that, okay? If that's what it is, come on out with the truth, man. So we got to deal with this no more. Come on.
Yeah, let's not deal with this no more. All right, we got Bob Ross Jr. here. By the way, thank you so much to Jay. We got Bob here who says, damn, I will never trust a blonde-haired woman in the WWE because they always turn heel. Always, always. Oh, man, thank you, Bob. We got Sucho here who says, Dark State for life, greatest faction of all time. You see, Sucho is already starting opposite day for us. Good job, Sucho.
For life. Appreciate you. For life. That's right.
Yes, Dark State for life. They are too sweet. Goats, you name it. Thank you, Sucho. Oh man. Alrighty. Sheldon Jackson is just about Sheldon, do not jump from the ledge, okay? Like, hear me now. Do not jump off the ledge. He says Dark State and Jacy Mahal, two of the worst booking decisions I've ever seen from HBK. The NXT Tag Team and NXT Women's Championship have lost all their prestige in the spiritual home of WWE tonight. Do you agree with this?
I mean, that was heavy, Sheldon. I'm not gonna say I always agree, but I won't say I totally disagree a bit. I don't feel all prestige. You know what I mean? I do feel, again, HBK's made better booking decisions. Again, Dark State are not just who I feel are going to advance those tag team titles. And Jacy Jayne is not who I want for this title. I want somebody new. We have Lola Vice and Jada Parker all over. They are right there. Right there. And you just...
And Jordan Grace. Do not forget Jordan Grace.
Jordan Grace is right there. Jordan Grace is right
Blake
there.
Monroe. So Ruka.
Hell, Thea Hale is right there. People would cheer if she won. I'd be happy she won. You could do a whole underdog story about her being like she's not a proven champion. The storyline's right there. They're all right there. Jacy Jayne. Yep, that's call Jacy. Call Jacy. Come on. And Jason was like, me, for real? Are you sure? Did you say Jada? Even she was shocked. You said me? For real? Oh, okay.
I think the fact that they stuck with Jacy is due to the heel advantage. Just the fact that she does get, like, the crowd goes like, they love to boo Jacy. And I think that seems to be going a longer way than, I guess, whatever else is going on with the other women. I don't know. Yeah. I'm just trying to come up with answers. That's what I'm doing at this point.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sheldon. We got Jacob. By the way, Sheldon, do not jump off the ledge. We got Jacob Tatum here says,
please.
Thoughts on John Cena solo deciding who is the men and women's Iron Survivor match, and who do you think he will pick in your opinion? Thoughts on the Colleen turning on Paxley, plus disappointed equals HBK. All right, so this is another really big thing that was announced on the show. As we know, NXT Deadline has the men's and the women's Iron Survivor Challenge matches, in which you see people go in there in this, cool concept of a match to determine the new number one contender for both their respective titles, right? Usually they have a group of legends come out and basically like pick some of the people that stand out to them on the NXT side. And this year they said Ava made the announcement that one man was going to be making the decisions. And I was like, is it going to be Shawn Michaels? Because like Shawn Michaels knows everybody. So I thought, oh, maybe it'll be Shawn Michaels. But then to my surprise, and I actually love this, it's going to be John Cena. John Cena is going to be picking the persons. And this makes a lot of sense because John Cena has really been putting over the NXT roster by giving them opportunities, right? They're doing the showcase for NXT wrestlers on Saturday night's main event, which is the final night of John Cena's in-ring career. And then also, he was at the PC, like he was there with the talent, giving them advice, all of that. I had just spoke to Kalani Jordan about having that one-on-one time with John Cena. So he was taking the time to work with talents there. So this to me is no surprise. And now all of a sudden, everything's starting to make sense about why John Cena was there. So before we get into some predictions, what do you think about John Cena being the sole picker?
I think it's a great idea. Like, this is, from a business standpoint, we need to use the John Cena last run for everything, okay? He needs to be on as much as possible because I do believe that when John Cena says he is done, he is gone, he is gone. I truly believe that. Peacemaker is a great show. John Cena's career is really doing great in Hollywood. He has no real reason to come back financially. So it's not for money. He doesn't need the thrill. He's really good. He has a great placement in Hollywood. He's not coming back, y'all. He really, I'm surprised he's doing this much at this point in his career. He's hitting closer to 50 now. He's up and having these matches and things like that. Surprise. If it was me, y'all, let me tell you something. If this was me, I'd have been gone, okay? I'd have been gone after the first Rock feud, okay? I'm like, Rock, you were right, man. This stuff hurts. Can you get me in the movie? Can you get me in Fast and Furious? Appreciate you. I'm out of here. Go. This stuff hurts. All right, my back hurt, leg hurt. Remember when his elbow was the size of a football? Remember it was like the size of a football?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Peace out.
What? Come on, man. Peacemaker season 4. Let's go. I'm out of
All
here.
right. So Jacob's follow-up question, by the way, was who we think might be chosen by John Cena. The men, I'm just gonna throw out some names that I can see. Ethan Page, who's obviously a champion, but there's no reason why he can't be in there. Jasper Troy, Josh Briggs, Obafemi, Sean Spears, Trick Williams, throwing some names out there. Damn, like there's only a couple of Tavion Heights if you want to throw him in there too. There's only really a couple names in there. Maybe a couple of the Dark State guys are gonna make it in there too. The men's NXT division is a little bit on the slimmer side. So, Miles Bourne, I can't forget Miles Bourne. So he's gonna have a couple of names to choose from there. Is there anyone that you're like, oh yeah, for sure, this person's gonna be in there?
I have a feeling he's gonna pick up Trick somehow.
Okay.
Like, although I know he's a heel, but Trick is a star. He has to be on that card with Cena. Like, he wants to get the next generation over the guys, and I feel Miles will be on that show just because how he presented tonight. I have a feeling he'll be on that team too. Tavion, maybe. That promo was lengthy. That man said one thing a bunch of times.
But he was hyped though. That was the most personality
hyped.
I'd ever seen from him.
He said one thing so many times, I thought it was the A. Marie song. Okay, now if you understand it, if you get it, you get it. All right. I was like, it's just one thing that got me tripping, but I'm with it. I'm hyped for it. I feel that this is the great time to get these guys over. A Cena pick, I feel, is what these guys do need. Guys like Miles and Tavion, like to really get them over. So I hope it's them. Trick will be good though. The top, Ethan will be great as well too, though. But I think guys like Tavion and those guys, I feel really, really need it though. So I hope they get picked up somehow too to really get on this card to kind of get over, because the men's division really needs bigger names right now. So I hope it helps elevate them, boost them up, and give them some more credibility.
For the women, of course, we're going to mention Jada. I know we had to mention Jada, Lola Vice.
Yes.
I'm kind of thinking through some of the other ones. I would love to see like Kalani and Soul. Like, there's no reason why they can't be in there. I know they're champions already. Tatum Paxley, Thea Hale. I mean, those are just some of the options they really have an endless supply of women that they can go with for that matchup.
I mean, they really do. Lots and lots. But I hope Jada and Lola is on that team. Those two for sure. And Kalani, the girls. So I need the girls got to be on there.
We got a couple of comments here. Thank you, Jacob. This is from Sleazeboy here, who says, not sure what the big deal about Bronson Reed stealing Roman Reigns' shoes when you can get the exact same pair from the Piggly Wiggly. What? Sleazeboy also says, hate the way they're booking Roman. I wish they focused more on his source of power, his stolen shoes. It would have been like the movie Pootie Tang. I've never seen Pootie Tang, but that sounds crazy.
Saturday. Yeah, if you haven't seen Pootie Tang, Denise, well done. All right. I just want to say that just to put that in perspective.
Sounds like a porno, Pootie Tang.
Yeah, it was a movie by Chris Rock. It's a comedy. It's
okay. Yeah. No, this sounds like a porno.
Oh no, it's hard. It does. It was meant to be. It's hard to explain it. And by the way, Sleazeboy, Piggly Wiggly, what part of the country are you in though? Because only certain parts have Piggly Wigglies. Where are you at?
Piggly Wigglies are known though. Like they're known by people that like certain small towns have those Piggly Wigglies.
Okay, because I thought they were fake at first until I went to and play like Natchitoches out here in Louisiana. I'm like, yeah, it's a real thing.
I've never seen a Piggly Wiggly ever in my entire life. They
are real. I went inside of one. I was like, I am in the country. Okay, I feel like I'm on an episode of Mama's Family. I'm really out here.
We We got Steven Marjuli here who says, I thought Zarya was turning on Soul. Now not sure who beats Jacy. Still think Lola or Miss Parker. Tag team theme is a head scratcher. Dude, okay, so Ruka, by the way, and Blake Monroe, bravo. They were the highlights of my nights. They were the one saving grace. Their chemistry was tremendous, man. We talked so much during the live stream about their clash of styles, just working together so nicely. I want to see more of them. One of the things I had even said was I thought that was my favorite match of Blake Monroe on NXT. And then I saw more people kind of saying the same thing on Twitter. And I'm like, oh, good. I'm not the only one who feels this way. They did tremendous work, but throughout the entire match, we saw Blake Monroe sort of work that leg of Ruka to the point where at the end, when she had her locked in, Zarya ended up using the freaking white towel, throwing it in, and basically ruining Soul's opportunity, even though Soul didn't want her to throw the white towel in. So what she did was hurt this woman's pride. So if I'm Ruka, I'm livid, okay? Because you got to kill me. I will not surrender. I'd rather be knocked out, thrown down, you name it, I will never quit. So for me, seeing that for Ruka was a slap in the face. So now Ruka has to like either lash out on Zarya or whatever, because like Zarya is basically going to make it seem like, oh, she did it for her friend. Did she though? Really? Did she? A real friend wouldn't do that.
I am just I hate what they've done to Zarya from when she first debuted. Remember her first vignette? No, she had a different name at first. What was her name at first when she came on here? And they
she was Zarya the whole time.
Zarya. We're coming in here. I thought
she was Zarya the whole time.
Right? Okay. I thought it was with a D. So it started with a D? No. Okay.
No, she was Zarya the whole time.
Sorry. But when she debuted, I thought she was going to be this unstoppable killer, this like kind of Brock Lesnar kind of girl that's just going to come out and beat everybody up. All right. That's what I thought. And now she's just, oh, we're friends and I care about you and us and this. It's so boring. It's so corny. It's tiring. I was hoping Zarya was going to spear Ruka out of her boots, and she didn't. So now I'm be real. I don't care. I just don't care.
I've been there already. Yeah. I exited on the I don't care boulevard a long time ago.
Yeah, and it's like, and it's just going after the speed title now. If the heel turn happens during the speed championship,
it's gonna happen there, Chin. That's where it's happening. Best get with it now. We got JJ Castillo here who says, glad to see Cena having superstars from NXT be showcased for his retirement match in Saturday night's main event and have him announcing the participants for the Iron Survivor. Yeah, I like this aspect of it too. Because basically John Cena is saying, hey, I like you. I believe in you. There's potential. And automatically that garners, some respect for those individuals. Thank you, JJ. We got Jay Stone here who says, Chin, no Jada for Gold Rush, stocks crashing fast.
Plummeting. Jay Stone, I agree.
Jacob Tatum here says, what's your favorite genre of music? Who wins in a karaoke contest between you and Chinedu? And what song would you pick? Sing thoughts on freaking Zarya. Throwing in the tower for Soul. Favorite type of movie. All right, favorite genre for me, pop music. Chinedu, I think you would win the karaoke contest. I would sing anything Taylor Swift, and my favorite type of movies are dramas and period pieces. What about you, Chin?
Love me some hip hop, although of course not hip hop, R&B and all that though, but hip hop, of course. Although I love me some soft rock, love me some Nickelback. Look at this phone. I love me some Nickelback, boy. I'll definitely win the karaoke contest. That's my thing. What song would I sing? Definitely probably sing some Nickelback, or I'll probably sing some UGK, man. International Players Anthem, man. Shout out to Bun B and Pimp C, man. It's a Southern thing. And type of movie. I love me some rom-coms. All right, that's the thing. I love the movie Hitch. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. I love me a good rom-com. So that's me. And also, I thought Zarya throwing the towel was trash.
Yeah, I'm with you. Thank you, Jacob. We got Hassan Batla here who says, what's good, guys? Hey, Chin, how about them Rockets looking nice? It was so obvious that I thought they would trick us by having Izzy stick up for Tatum, but to be honest, I miss Jacy. She's great. Oh, there you go. See, won somebody over. Thank you, Hassan.
Shout out to Hassan, man. The Rockets on fire, baby. KD in the building, man. We on fire, baby. You seen that game against Orlando, man? Overtime win is going down, man. Shout out to all the winners. except for Santi. His team lost the World Series. Y'all let me down. Santi, why did you let the Dodgers win, Santi? I feel like I blame him. I know he has nothing to do. I know he has nothing to do with it, y'all. I know, but for some reason in my heart, I want to blame Santi for this. I don't know why. He has nothing
You
to do with
need
the game.
someone to blame. There you go. You found
do.
somebody. We got Dan Jackson here who says, I missed most of the post show Chin is hosting. I honestly, remember I'm retiring after this. That's it. I'm done.
Yeah, listen, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, y'all. I don't know how the overlays work on here. Denise does all that stuff. I don't even know what to start. It's gonna have wrong names.
It's just gonna be like, I think this is on.
Like I think Michael say Luke Owen. I didn't mess it up. Oh God.
Oh my God, that's so funny. We got thank you, Dan. We got Sam Newt here who says Tatum losing, Leon and Javon being beat by Snore State, Zaruka fighting. I'm going to let it play out, but HBK, why do you hate me? That's how I felt when Dark State won. When Dark State won, I felt like this was a physical no, this was a personal attack on me. That's what that felt like. I get it, Sand Newts. I felt the same way.
Wholeheartedly.
We got Saif Den Super here who says, booking is hard, but not that hard. Don't know why Slater and Javon are booked like losers. Super bland. Bourne gets a push. Only why is Trick still in NXT. Trick should definitely be on the main roster about now. He's done everything he possibly can. By the way, now that you mention it, that reminds me of Trick coming out there. That confrontation between Oba and Ricky Saints. Yo, Oba smashed Ricky on the mic. Yeah. He was like, calling him a little man, making fun of his fashion, and then he said, "Oh, your daddy is home." And they didn't have Ricky. Ricky didn't have a comeback. Nothing. I was shooketh, like the children say.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest here, and I don't know if people won't say this out loud, but Oba has owned Ricky on the mic like every round that I've seen him on. Twice. He's gotten him twice, and Ricky's a great talker. But Oba has gotten him every single time. When that man said, "Daddy is home," the crowd went crazy for Oba. They waved the Gold Rush towels in the air for Oba because he knocked it out the park, and he did great. So, I mean, all Ricky could say was, "Let's do it." That's all he could say because he had no retort though. Like him posing with the fashion was cool. It got a good laugh, but even still, it still didn't defeat what Oba said between you and Trick. It's about looks. I ain't about that. I'm about smashing boys, and he is. And like I do, look. I hope Oba wins it back. I know.
I think he will. I feel like he will right now. The crowd they're not making Ricky look like a strong champion. No. The promos, like you can't do that to him. You gotta write better for him. Like he looks like he just took it. Like that was it. Yeah. Like he just took it. Like he had no comeback, nothing. And I'm like, this isn't the Ricky that I know. This is not the Ricky Starks that I know, Ricky Saints, whatever. He's not who I know. And it's weird to me. And I'm like, do they not know how to like write for Ricky? Have him say something back to Oba. Nothing. Oba looked like $1 million.
He did. And usually, again, like with Ricky Saints or Starks, the best way to book Ricky gotta get the last word. Like no matter what is, but he got the last word. He has to. And he has to say something good, not just, all right, let's do the match. He had to say something good. Like, he didn't say anything really damaging. Like, yeah, Oba left, but Oba had a comeback. Yeah, I left because all that stuff you were feuding in is beneath me. He basically just let him know all the things you've done is beneath me. Okay? I need you to stand in my place, fill in for me. Now that I'm back, I'm getting the title back. And the crowd was with it. And I'm afraid for Ricky Saints. I feel they haven't booked him as well as I feel they could. Although I like seeing him as champ, I like Ricky Saints, I do. But man, Oba, like I feel Oba is going to be a better person for the job right now, in my opinion.
We got Hassan Batla here who says also Dark State feels weird because they are more natural as single stars waiting on Saquon Sugars to break out. Got money on him. I'm with you, Hassan. I feel the exact same way. Saquon Sugars is probably the only one right now that I'm like, what can you do, Thank you, Hassan. We got Nico LaFleur. Thank you so much, Nico, for this very generous super chat. Nico says, nobody is safe from Dark State, especially the viewers. Was on a high from Raw last night to a low tonight, but I'm glad Blake got the win. Hopefully she gets a good run with the title. Oh man, she's got it, man. She came into NXT with such a big buzz, and the packaging of Blake Monroe on the show has felt top tier. Like, it's felt very creative and very specific to her. Like, they get who Blake Monroe is, they get who her character is. But I mean, so yeah, I'm with you on that. But yeah, it's definitely like an opposite feeling today, coming off of a very, very energetic edition of Monday Night Raw. So I'm with you on that, Nico. Thank you so much for the super chat. We got Stephen Marchuli here who says Lyra returns to help Tatum Paxley. Does Kendall Gray get the NXT title push? I hope so. I think Kendall Gray is so far from what I've seen from her, she seems like a very smart wrestler. So that's something that I would like to see incorporated into the NXT women's division, kind of bringing something a little bit of a different. She's more of like a, you know, an amateur. She's got the amateur wrestler background. Lyra helping out Tatum Paxley would be interesting. She has made several of the NXT appearances even while on the main roster, so I don't think you're far off from that.
I honestly, I don't want to see Lyra back with NXT. Honestly, I feel she should be done.
I think it's a step down.
I think it's a step down for her right now. Like, she needs to get established on Raw star. By the way, the other super chat, LaFleur. When I see LaFleur, it reminds me of the movie Dodgeball for some reason. Is that just me?
Like, is that just me? I haven't seen the movie Dodgeball in a long time, so I don't even remember like anything from it. But thank you so much for that here. We also have, sorry, 1 second, guys. We also have Bob Ross Jr. here who says, can we all agree that this is all Denise's fault? Like, every time she does a watch along of NXT TV, something we don't want happens. All right. To my defense, I don't remember the last time that something we didn't want actually happened on NXT when I did a watch along. So I'm going to claim innocence.
Bob Ross Jr., I'm going to investigate this. You may be onto something here. I got to just, I mean, I don't hate, I love you, Denise, but this is a valid point. I'm thinking about, like, you know what? Things ain't been started.
Chinedu, do your investigation, because I can't think of another moment that I like made happen because I did an NXT watch along.
I'm making the call now. Hey, go ahead. I'm actually calling my accomplice right now that's helping me prank you. Yeah, go ahead and launch the investigation right now, friend. Absolutely. Yeah, by the way, that's still on too, Denise. I didn't forget about none of that pranks on you. I'm going to prank. Oh, yeah. Oh, I am. Oh, please roll the eyes, please. Because when I get the revenge, it's going to be sweet. Delicious. Oh, so sweet. So let's just sweet. It's going to be amazing. All right.
Thank you, Bob. We got Kid Cudi here who says, Chin, I'm going to just say this. Jada's booking reminds me of Bianca's run when she was there, and now she's the ish. So don't give up on Jada. Let it play out. Hey, this is actually probably, this is a really good point. Yeah.
Kid Cudi, I appreciate that, because what I am realizing too is that when it comes to NXT, I watch it so much as a fan that in my mind, I want to see things play out a certain way because I like the show. But in reality, it is their developmental, so they can call up whoever they want at any time. If they called up Jada and Lola right now to SmackDown without having them win that title, I'm cool with that. At this, I'm cool with that because I want them just, as long as they elevate and can get onto that main roster and do some real damage and make some big money. I know they're doing good now though, but I want them, because they deserve it. I want them to get them big checks.
Thank you so much, Kid Cudi. We got Dream Ninja 77 here who says, justice for Taters versus Izzy in a Monsters Ball match. Book it. Ooh, that would be so fun. I'm with it, Dream Ninja. Nice. That would be very, very fun. But yeah, I think this is like, I wonder who's going to be the babyface to take the title off of freaking Jacy. I'm wondering if maybe Fallon will finally turn. I don't know. She was a great babyface. Maybe that's where they'll go. Who knows?
I would like for it to be, because again, I really hate Fallon Henley as a heel. She's good at it though, but she was such a great babyface. She really is. She should be one of the girls.
Alrighty. Let's see what else we got. Thank you so much to Dream Ninja 77. All right, we got one more match to get into, and that is Joe Hendry and Thea Hale versus Ethan Page and Chelsea Green for the AAA Mixed Tag Team titles. Yep. Oh boy. All right, that was a lot of fun, man. I had a great time with this opener. How'd you feel about them retaining?
That's what I predicted happening. I do feel, as much as I do like Joe Hendry and Thea, though, I feel that since Ethan and Chelsea just won those belts, I feel like they have a lot more they can do with them as a heel tag team. Let's have a great chase with it. I mean, let's build a good program between these two, because I feel Joe Hendry and Thea Hale are not doing anything else right now, respectfully. So I want them to do something, and they can go after these titles. Although they're not NXT titles, they're still respected titles. styles that we like to see. They're entertaining though, and they give us a great chance to get all these guys on TV and give them something to do. So I'm with it. I hope they can go back and go for it again. Hopefully, eventually they do win. But tonight, I feel the right team won.
Yeah, I can. Like, this was one where I was kind of happy with either result. I have a soft spot in there for Thea Hale. So I was kind of like, obviously I would have been happy if that happened, but I also love Chelsea Green. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. I just
By
don't
the
want
way,
them to end the Joe Thea thing, though.
yeah, I agree. But by the way, I just want to say something. When Thea Hill went and when she did the coffin drop move, which I feel again, it's such a ballsy move. You got to be brave to do it because that's really the trust fall. You have to. That's a very brave thing to do. So I salute her for doing that, and Darby Allin for doing that, and Kofi for doing these drops. So, but the camera guy, why was he just right? Because it made it look because you saw Ethan and then just there for so long, like looking dazed, like come on. Cut it to somewhere else.
Yeah, I hate when that happens. You kind of have to like not let it take you out of the match. Yeah, that I think that they got to find like different camera shots to like work around that and work around those moments.
Yeah, that was my only thing with that though, because again, it's such a brave move to do, but I just like that camera angle. Like, oh man, don't pull us out of it.
I'm with you. Yeah, I agree. Alrighty, guys. So there you have it. That was NXT Gold Rush Week 1. We will be back next week for Gold Rush Episode 2. We'll see what comes out of it. Chan, tell the people where they can find you and support you and everything that you're doing.
Find me all over at Chinedu Ogu on my it's Instagram. Find me on there. Build a lot of content on my Instagram. Of course, catch me on Sports Extra on Sundays out here on the CBS affiliate on Texas. We are the #1 sports show in Texas, and it's not just me saying that. ESPN saying it, and CBS Sports saying it too. It's not just me saying it. We're the #1 sports show in Texas. Just let them boys know. Also, you join my Lab Family Patreon. More content coming. Well, I'll announce that. Don't join it yet. I'll announce that a little bit soon. But follow me on YouTube. I've uploaded a lot more of my stand-up clips on there on the YouTube Shorts. You guys can get more familiar with me as a stand-up comedian. All my wrestling content as well. Follow me on Facebook as well. Skits and content every day. As far as the page right here, I just watched a great interview with Denise Salcedo and Kalani. All right. Kalani does not do interviews very often. Okay. So you want to see a great Kalani interview? Go to Denise Salcedo's page right now. I also enjoyed the great 1-hour interview with Priscilla Kelly. And I learned so much from that interview. I truly forgot. You remember that spot where it was a wrestler that pulled out the tampon from her tights? That was her. I didn't realize that until you interviewed her.
Forgot that? Yeah.
I forgot that was her. I was like, oh, that was her. And it was a great interview. It was such an insightful interview, guys. If you guys need some content, if you want some short form content, Denise's Pieces is available. If you want that long form content, Denise's main page is available for you too. Okay. All the great interviews are on there right now. Great content. Check it out. Also follow and join Denise's Patreon right now. You're part of the DWO. You have seen nothing yet to get behind that paywall with the amazing content that's on there that cannot be on the main page because of copyrights and monetization issues. All right. So join them on Patreon right now. Get the behind the scenes exclusive content you will never get anywhere else but Patreon. Join that right now. Follow the YouTube, like this video, share this video, drop a comment, and overall, don't be a dick. Give it a click, support the page. That's it. That's all you gotta do.
All right, guys, you heard Chinedu. We got one last super chat. This is from Kid Cudi. He says the Triple H belts got more shine than the Mercedes belts. That's wild. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much to Kid Cudi. Alrighty, guys, that is it for us here today. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. We'll be back tomorrow for AEW Dynamite coverage and Friday Night SmackDown coverage and AEW Full Gear coverage. That's a loaded week today. Thank you guys so much, and we'll catch you all on the next one. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.